If you're a homeschool parent currently staring at curriculum, trying to figure out how you're going to get your child ready for college and keep your family values, I need you to stop right now and listen to this. What I'm going to talk about in the next few minutes will completely change how you think about this decision. Right now, you're agonizing over this choice. Your teen has big dreams. Maybe they want to go off to college, maybe they want to become an engineer or pre-med, and you want to give them every advantage they can get. But every time you've looked at a rigorous physics program, you find it seems to contradict the foundations you've built your family on. Sound familiar? Here's what most homeschool parents don't realize. The impossible choice you think you're facing, it's false. And I'm going to prove it to you right now by exposing the three biggest myths that are keeping you trapped in this either or thinking. But first, let me ask you this. What if the reason you can't find that perfect curriculum is that it really doesn't exist? Because you've been asking the wrong questions. What if there's a completely different way to approach this that no one's really talking about? Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you're going to know the questions to ask, where to look, and how to stop compromising the values with your future. Hi, my name is Robin DeMarco, and I am the online physics teacher. As we're looking at this, the first thing I want to do is I want to dispel the myths that you're operating under. These myths are holding you back, and they're causing you more grief than you need. Myth 1. Secular programs are more rigorous. So why is this a myth? Colleges are looking for mastery of the concepts. They're not looking at which publisher created the curriculum you chose to use. So what makes it a good, rigorous program? Well, it's about the problem-solving depth. Having enough problems to really go deep enough and to learn how to be a problem solver. In a past video, you can check out over here if you haven't seen it yet, we talk about the different stages of being a problem solver, about being a novice problem solver all the way up to being an expert problem solver. And the only way you're going to get there, go from that novice to the expert, is by doing a lot of practice problems. And I highly recommend guided practice problems. What you're going to be looking for are in-depth mathematical applications, lab work, things that are really going to be working together to give you the best all-around strategy for solving any problem. How can I balance this out? Well, look for programs that have upper-level problem sets or have multiple problem sets. And if you have a particular curriculum you want to use, but you don't think it has enough guided experience in getting them to solve those upper level problems, then get a secondary resource. Get something online that you can work with to give them the chance to learn about the guided practice and to go through that learning phase. Myth number 2, you can't find value aligned rigorous options. They're out there. You have to look for them. You can start off by looking at your favorite faith-based publishers. What you're looking for are ones that have a very good track record academically, where experienced teachers are saying it's a good quality book. Look for ones that have a ton of practice problems they can go through. Now, don't automatically discount a secular text, however, because a lot of secular texts have ancillary materials that come with them, and that may give you the worldview that you're looking for. You just have to be careful and look for it. Other things to look for. Look for programs that talk about the scientific method and address the philosophical frameworks at the same time. You need a combination of the two, so you'll have your values and the rigor. And I think one of the most overlooked and probably one of the best solutions is that hybrid approach, where you have the curriculum that you want that has the values in it, that's going to walk you through the basics understanding of physics with the values that you are looking for, but then add on something that's going to give them or give your child a chance to have the extra guided practice. For example, I offer the video solution library. This is hundreds of questions that are available, and you can go in, look at the library, try to solve the problem on your own, watch the video that actually walks you through the full solution, and it gives you what's called guided practice. One of the best ways to master this. The third myth I want to talk about is the one idea that you have to be a physics teacher or an expert in physics to teach it. Now, your role as a homeschool parent is to facilitate the learning. You're not the content expert. So what you're looking for are programs that are going to give you labs that are going to work, answer keys to problems, guided practice, online tutorials, maybe co-op classes or programs you can work with that together on. You could also look for tutoring. All right. There are a lot of ways that you can actually facilitate the learning without being an expert yourself. The other part that falls in here is one of the philosophies I've always worked under is that failure is not a problem. It's a chance to start over smarter. And I think too often we don't show our kids that it's okay to try something and fail at it the first time. As long as you sit there and say, okay, what did I do wrong? How can I do it better the next time? Perhaps as you're sitting down working with your child, you're learning physics at the same time they are. They get to see you model that learning that's going on. So that can be very beneficial as well. And our bonus myth, the perfect curriculum exists. No, it doesn't. Reality check, there is no such thing as a perfect curriculum. Every single curriculum that you're going to look at any point for any subject is a compromise. You're going to get some things, you're going to give up some things. You as the parent, as the facilitator, have to decide what is it you're willing to get or give up. And you're going to find the best balance. You're not going to find one that does everything. But what you can do is find one that does most of what you're looking for and then gain that outside experience or that outside view that's going to bring it to what you're looking for. As you're looking at these compromises, before you start looking at the curriculums you're interested in, write down as a family the 3 top non-negotiable things that this curriculum has to have. If it doesn't meet those 3 criteria, set it aside. Focus on the ones that do. Pick the one that best suits your needs. And this is where we have to talk about good enough versus perfect. Looking for perfect will paralyze you. It doesn't exist. There is no such thing as a perfect curriculum. So what you need to look for are ways that you can supplement it, how you can modify it. As I said before, this quite frequently will be something along the line of getting into a program such as the Video Solution Library, or maybe getting a class online that'll actually help you out with this. It may mean a little more time on your part finding the right resources, but it's going to give you exactly what you're looking for. So as you're going through this process, define your goals. What are the non-negotiables, things you have to have, the values and the academic goals. Look for options that are going to give you 80% of your criteria, and then plan your support system. Be it outside support, be it going to having a secondary book, however it's going to work for you. So the final part is to make the decision and commit to making it work. As you're going forward, take a deep breath, relax. You don't have to sacrifice your child's future or your family's values. You can work with these imperfect curriculum and come out with a great result, because even imperfect action will beat perfection paralysis. The reality is your child's success depends more on the support they get from you than the curriculum. So now you know the truth. You don't have to choose between family values and the rigorous curriculum. And I have a pretty good guess what you're thinking right now. This sounds great, but how do I actually tell if the curriculum is rigorous enough? What should I look for? What questions should I be asking? Let's be honest. You could waste weeks wading through all the different curriculum that's out there and be no closer to an answer. That's why I created my next video. I'm going to show you a simple 5-minute plan that will let you evaluate any system and give you everything you need to know about that physics curriculum. I'm going to show you the exact checklist I use, the red flags to look for, and the hidden gems that you may miss. And by the end of that video, you're going to be able to look at any curriculum, be it secular or faith-based, and know within minutes whether it's the right fit for you and your team. No more second guessing, no more analysis paralysis, just clear, confident decision. That video is right here, and trust me, the 15 minutes you spend watching it will save you hours of research and eliminate the guesswork. I'll see you over there.